Clem McCarroll's 17th season as Tamaqua area high school girls soccer coach has been like no other. His team is playing through a pandemic, and they weren't even sure they would step on the field this fall just a few weeks before kickoff.
I've seen a change in attitude overall. They're just happy to play. When we first started being allowed to play, they were saying, I'm just going to play like it's every day is our last day. We just don't know when it's going to end with all this craziness going on with the virus. So they just want to take advantage of the year and just play the sport and be happy to be around their friends as long as it allows us to be out there. So it's been a big change in philosophy and their attitudes.
Plus, there was a huge shift in Tamaqua's roster over the offseason. And speaking of the offseason,
it's been a crazy season. We had no off season with COVID, and we lost 9 starters last year, 12 seniors in overall. So this is pretty much a new team put together. So I'm very proud that they actually are still in the, we made districts. For this team to even do that, losing pretty much their whole team last year, it's been an amazing thing. So as I said, we take it one game at a time and try to keep their spirits up. They've done an amazing thing, because in the past, I've been coaching 17 years to high school. When you lose that many players, you have a couple rough years afterwards, and they've really stepped it up this year.
2 seniors have helped the team make the District 11 playoffs.
The 2 that returned were Sophie Boyle, number 7. As you see, she's very impressive. She's all over the place. She scores goals for us. She gets back on defense. And McKenna Keane, the other one, they're both captains. She shuts it down in the back, and she has that big kick, takes all the big long throw-ins. Those 2 have been our leaders, and I think that's why we've been successful. Everybody's following them. They've carried us.
Here's a fun fact. This fall, Sophie Boyle, seen here scoring one of her 2 goals in this game against Williams Valley, became the first female to score a point for the Tamaqua area football team, the American football team.
She asked me if I was okay with her kicking for the football team, and I've always been an encouragement of that. We've had a girl about 5 years ago that wanted to try, and she ended up not making it. I said, I totally support you. I would love to see a girl score a point in football, first time in the history of our school. So 100% behind her. I love it. I love to see our players be successful in other things, and that's just going to help her, in college too. If she wants to play soccer, they'll see that on her resume. But she got a big legs. She could do it. It's great to see. I loved it, because I've been waiting for years for a girl to step up, because I know girls could do just as good as the guys. They have just as good a kick, and I'm very proud that she took that leap.
That's a lot of narrative for the 2020 season for Tamaqua. And we're not done yet. McCarroll is 1 win away from his 200th career coaching victory, and it's been an interesting ride to 199. Before he became the Tamaqua girls coach, Clem McCarroll spent 10 years coaching youth soccer. The former Tamaqua high school football, basketball, and baseball player had no experience with soccer. So how did he get involved? You guessed it, his kids.
Honestly, I started playing when I was 4 or 5, so I probably just gave him the sad child eyes. And, it was a really great way to be able to spend time with us, myself and even my brother when we were kids.
Soccer is still helping Courtney McCarroll spend some time with her dad. She's a volunteer assistant coach for the Lady Raiders.
He's consistent and he's there all the time. So, I think especially with high school students, just having an adult figure there that is going to be there every day, going to show up, going to care every day. Him and his entire coaching staff, they're here for the game, they're here for the girls. And they'll never give themselves any credit, but, they're motivating, and especially, we can lose, but that's never the end. It's a tough loss, but you have to have a short memory, and a mistake is fine, but we just have to fix it.
Clem McCarroll says it's hard to leave what the players and the coaches have built at Tamaqua. He says the team has averaged around 12 wins a season since he took over, and they've won district titles and a league title.
I'm very proud of it, because nobody would have ever predicted this for our school, that we were sort of a soccer powerhouse for a long time, and we're still competing. That's the main thing. Even if we're down with numbers, we're going to compete with teams, and I'm very proud of what we've accomplished over the years. I didn't see it coming, but once you get into it, you just can't stop. You're happy for the kids. It's really not about me hitting 200 wins. It's all about the player. It's their wins. It's really not mine.
The wins have been great, but McCarroll hopes they're not the only memories his players walk off the field with.
I always tell them I hope they remember all the good times. It's not necessarily about the games or the big games that we won. It's the times on the bus, the friendship that they make. Soccer's not life. It's one asset of it, but you got so many other things going on in life. It's not as important as everything else. So just have fun while we're here. And I try to tell them to remember that. A lot of them do remember. They remember what the favorite song was that year on our team, or all the crazy stuff of their friendship, the bonding. That's what they remember.
Tamaqua suffered a tough loss on this night, but 2020 has taught the team to appreciate every moment on the field, and 17 years of success for McCarroll has taught us that he'll have his team prepared for the next game. You don't get to 199 wins by liking to lose, but you can tell no matter what happens on the field, McCarroll always feels like a winner as the Lady Raiders head coach, especially at their home field located high up on a hill overlooking town.
This is a dream job because I live right down the street. I play with my friends on all these fields up here. So you couldn't get a better job than this. I'm very lucky to have this opportunity because my friends, we all played up here, football, basketball, baseball, all the high school. We used all these fields up here when I was a kid. So it's very weird. I can see my house from here. It's just, you just can't get any better than that.
For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Cara.